We're here with Rosemary Braun in March of 2008. Rosemary's going to tell us about her involvement with the music ministry at church.
I first started playing at church when I was about 16, and this was at the church we used to attend. It's called W-K United Mennonite Church, and I had gone there since I was born. And when I was about 16, I was asked to play the piano to do, I think it was an offering I started with. And I remember preparing for weeks and weeks, and I used one of the songs I played for my piano lessons, so it was a classical piece, and I was really nervous and played it. And then I think I played a few other times at church, just the hymns and the offering. And then when we were about 16 or 17, our family switched churches. So then we stopped attending that church, and we started attending Westheights Brethren in Christ Church in Kitchener. And I don't know if I started playing right away, but probably within a year or so, I started playing at church the piano. And there was a number of pianists, so I didn't have to play that often. We played, I think there was 3 or 4 or 5 really good pianists there. And so I would just play that many, every few weeks. And we would play hymns for the congregation. And then we would do these elaborate offertories. And I'd be planning the offertories for weeks, and the others would too. And they were like, it wasn't like we were trying to outdo each other, but we all just did a really nice, beautiful offertory. And so that took a lot of practice. And at that time, we were in Westheights School, and the church was on the gym, and they put the piano up on the stage. And at first, it was on the stage where you could see it from the congregation, and then they moved it behind the curtain. Oh, no, it was still out, but we would sit behind the curtain when the pastor was speaking. And so I played on the stage for quite a few years. And at that time I was working at Mother's, and sometimes I was up till 3 a.m. at Mother's, and I'd come home and I'd be so tired. And then I'd have to get up for church, and I'd sit behind the curtain during the sermon, and sometimes I was afraid that I would fall asleep and not be ready for the closing hymn. That never happened, but there was times I was just really tired from having worked so late. And then as the church grew, we went to Central Park Lodge for Sunday evening services and Wednesday evening services. And over time, the pianists moved away or whatever, and then I ended up being the only pianist there. So for a number of years, I played every Sunday morning, every Sunday night, and every Wednesday night. Just hymns, so it wasn't difficult. I didn't have a lot of preparation to do, but it was a lot. And then Westheights built a new building, and I was still playing piano. And I think we had a couple other pianists at that time, so I didn't have to play all the time. And so I played in the church on the piano. And then over the years, we've evolved a worship team. And I was part of that, and I think I used the piano for the first little while, but then they bought a nice keyboard, and I just started playing that. And there was other pianists too. And the worship team evolved from every second Sunday, and the opposite Sunday, whoever was playing would just play hymns, until we got to the point where the worship team was big enough and it plays every Sunday now. And so I've been on the worship team for a number of years. I've played, like I said, piano or keyboard in church since 16, so we're talking probably 25 years. How old am I? Anyways, a lot of years. I've played a lot of years at church. And I've loved playing. I've loved playing on the worship team, loved playing just the hymns. It's been wonderful to be able to worship in that way. And I'm just blessed that I've had that opportunity and that I've had the skills to be able to do it. And it's just been a real blessing for all these years. And that's my musical journey through church life.
Thanks, Rosemary, for sharing your love for music and how you've applied it in the music ministry at church.